position, earning just 1 point. Even as we go into the second half, kicking us off deep into Queen's territory. Lucky, of course, strong pair of hands, but that rack coming under pressure, and now just being penalized for hands in the rack as they tried to regather that ball. Walter, looks like it's gonna be one of those days where, you know, the players have to also take care of themselves, warm up quite well, being a chilly day. And we know we've missed a couple of players coming from the Driftwood tournament, so I think that is also something that the coach and the technical benches are looking at.
Well, Toeli, now that you brought it up, I don't know if these are the best conditions to play in as a rugby player, because it's chilly, you haven't maybe warmed up your muscles well. However, the heat not being there is a very good thing, so your metabolism probably is functioning quite well this morning. You're breathing in quite, you're taking in the big ones quite well. So, I mean, the conditions are good. It's wet weather. I mean, the overnight weather conditions in Nakuru drastically changed. We had a bit of rain, so that means that the pitch is a bit slippery, but nonetheless soft enough for a few tackles in there.
Yeah, really true. And even as Harlequins ring the changes out, we see Paul Mutsami going and being replaced there by Franklin. And just early days here for both teams, as we see Herman electing to go for the grabber kick, weapon that they really used a lot last year. They were the team that kicked the most in terms of attacking kicks, and they reaped quite a big reward. I know quite a number of tries being made through the grabber kick. They are very adept at looking at spaces behind the lines, the defense lines, and utilizing them. They have perfected the art of grabber kicks, and it has done them well.
Most definitely it has done them well. Kenya Harlequins, I mean, had quite a good run last year in last year's sevens. Look at the personnel that took them through last year, and there's quite a couple of changes, not really a couple, but quite a big change in terms of coaching unit. You also have several players who either transitioned or not yet back. The likes of Leon Young, who was quite a, I mean, he was an outlet. You know, when you have the likes of Leon Young in your team, you have a strike rate that is quite high. So maybe Kenya Harlequins, it's early days, but could be reeling from that lack of out-and-out pace in the likes of Leon.
Very true. However, here this match day one, their first game, leading 17-0 with a few minutes remaining of the second half. They look to attack to the right there, really up on the paces, out outside the wing, just trying to reset there and then spreading the ball out using the full width of the pitch, trying to spread out the Mombasa defense. They step back in, very good step there from Albert Alela. Just 5 meters short, Amon with a loop pass out to the wide spaces, and it should be a try, another try for Kenya Harlequins. Really worked that well, and down to Dot for the extra 5 points. Kenya Harlequins stretching their lead to 22-0. A very nice face of play, took it right to the right side of the pitch, then brought them back, spreading them quite well and scoring their 4th try of the game. Kenya Harlequins, of course, going really well, closing this game strongly, utilizing the bench to good effect. Of course, the team that scores gets to restart. Patrick Wainaina just puts up the ball, and they elect to go deep so that they can apply defensive pressure on Mombasa, and it pays off as they turn over that ball. They retain possession from the kickoff, trying to go, steps in, goes for a switch back in. Amon Wamalo just isolated a bit there, that might be turned over. Succeed, first man came in and supported him enough, and they retain that ball. Really in prime territory here, if they are able just to work their way out and utilize the full pitch. Coming under pressure on that track. Just trying to chip over, running out of options. Kenya Harlequins in that attack phase. Mombasa recover and a strong run, busting through, going right, covering 20 meters. He's able to carry his own weight there and just identifies his support to the left, out there. Cuts back in, a good show from Mombasa Sports Club as they look to get onto the scoreboard. 3 breakdowns and they're already in Harlequins 22. Playing advantage there. Referee playing advantage.
Mombasa giving a very good account of themselves, keeping the ball alive and asking Kenya Harlequins to make those big defensive tackles in their 22. Well, this is an opportunity, an offside there, referee playing an advantage. Mombasa with the advantage. Free play here. Looking to just barge over the whitewash. 5 meters out. Referee blows for a penalty. Well, it could be something for Mombasa if they did get a try here. Not sure it will change the results. Try time, Mombasa Sports Club.
Yes, Bilal Mulako going the route one, strong enough.
Try time, Mombasa Sports
strong
Club.
enough to go over.
Bilal Mulako going over.
Strong enough to go over the 5-meter line and scoring the first try of the tournament. Mombasa Sports Club making good of the territory there, punishing Harlequins for a slow reorganization of the defense. An attempted conversion, sailing wide, scores remaining, with Mombasa just getting onto the scoreboard at 5-0. A good show from them. They were cracking under pressure in their 22. And there was a strong carry from Sean Bulumba who brought them all the way, getting them good territory from which they have been able to give a good account of themselves. Kicking us off for the last phase, even as the time runs out. That will be taken back to the mark. Referee penalizing for contact in the air from that kickoff. Mombasa Sports Club choosing to go for the scrum down. Of course, something that works well for the teams nowadays, an option to go for the scrum down, the set piece, just to give them enough time to be able to manipulate the defense, work on their set pieces. And this looks like they will just try and swing it to one side. Referee again penalizing them for the early shove. A quick tap and go from Mombasa Sports Club. Strong carry there, going all the way. Newton Malenya being able to recycle and identifying and going the same route. Sean Bulumba. Bob pops out, just short of the try line, and Mombasa go through for their second try late in the game. Injury time score, putting some decency on the scoreboard. Another 5 points, and the high fives go there for Mombasa Sports Club. A good showing from them, finishing strongly in this second half. And that is something that they can build on for the other 2 matches in their pool. Remember, in their pool, they are also sitting together with Nakuru RFC, the home team, and Stallions Rugby. Final whistle, game is over. Kenya Harlequins emerging victorious in that one. Moving on to the next one. Mombasa with a good